You meet someone, hear their name clearly, and within the same breath, it's gone, vanished. Why does that happen so often? It's a common moment of social panic, but here's the truth. This slip rarely means your memory is broken. It's actually a sign of how your brain is designed to work. Let's get into the hidden psychology behind it. First, the brain treats a name like a blank label. In cognitive science, a person's name carries no inherent meaning. It's just a tag attached to a face. Your mind prefers information that connects to existing knowledge, so you'll easily recall what someone does for work, the story they told, or the vibe they gave off, because those details have hooks. But a name? Without that hook, the brain simply doesn't bother to file it. Second, your attention was already occupied. Think about it. During an introduction, part of your mind is often running a background check. What do I say next? How do I look? Am I making a good impression? Because your focus is split, the name never makes it past the doorway of your memory. If your attention isn't fully locked in at that exact moment, the information isn't stored properly. You don't have a bad memory. You just have a brain that's always busy. Third, evolution made us face specialists. Humans are wired to recognize faces with incredible speed. There's even a specific region in the brain dedicated to it. That's why you might spot someone in a crowd weeks later, but the verbal label tied to that face, it's the first thing to evaporate. Your brain prioritizes survival over remembering a random word. Fourth, a constantly thinking mind can actually interfere. As if you're someone who runs multiple thoughts at once, overthinking, analyzing, processing, you're often experiencing cognitive overload. This creates traffic jams in the encoding process. Forgetting names doesn't mean you're unintelligent. It can actually signal a mind that's so active it's creating interference. And finally, memory is built on bridges, not brute force. The brain locks in information by connecting it to something familiar. But introductions are usually rushed. Without a few seconds to build a mental link, like noticing a physical trait or making a silly rhyme, the name feels random. And random information is easy for the brain to toss away. A forgotten name isn't a flaw, it's just a file without a folder. If you're fascinated by the hidden psychology that shapes our everyday interactions, I'd consider subscribing to Psychology Insights. Once you start seeing how the mind actually works, you'll start noticing the patterns behind people's behavior, things most people completely overlook.